Guys, we need to talk about the twin flame couples that you see on YouTube and the internet. Have you ever heard the saying, thinking with your heart but not your head? These are wonderful people who have the best of intentions. Most of them. There's like maybe one or two bad actors who, I don't know, maybe some of you have noticed lately, but they're getting exposed for being bad actors. But other than that particular couple of people, most of the twin flame couples in quotation marks, right? So-called twin flame couples that you see, they are good people and they want to help and they are compassionate and they've got the best of intentions, right? They're thinking with their heart, and you might be thinking with your heart too, but guys, for you to understand this, we need to start thinking with our head also. These are not twin flames, and I'm going to tell you how you can tell they are twin flames and how the advice that they are giving you is only going to make things worse and only going to prolong your suffering. These are good people, but they're just confused, guys, okay? They heard the term twin flame and they go, hey, that sounds really nice. That's what we are. Maybe that's what we are. And guys, again, I've had close personal friends who've done that. Watch this. So this girl, I've known her forever. My parents and her parents went to high school together, right? So we've literally known each other since birth. Well, here it is. Now in adult life, she's married. And this was about 4 years ago after I'd met my twin flame. And I told them, I met my twin flame. Here's the thing. I told them a little bit about her. And all they had to do was hear twin flame, and they look at each other and they go, maybe that's what we are. Yeah. Right? And I look at them and I go, no. No, guys. No. You're not twin flames. You're soulmates. And the connection that you have is a beautiful connection. And I'm very, very happy for you. But the thing with the term twin flame is it sounds cute and romantic and endearing, and everybody thinks that it's like soulmates, only better. And I've even seen websites on the internet where they talk about, yeah, so twin flame is a special kind of soulmate. And I'm going, no. It has nothing to do with soulmates at all, guys. And again, I'm going to tell you how you can tell who is a twin flame and who is not a twin flame. And I'm even going to tell you the legitimate, objective difference between soulmates and twin flames. But I just kind of wanted to get this all out of the way at the beginning. I'm not here to make anybody wrong. I'm not trying to be mean, not trying to put anybody down. But guys, you're in a lot of pain, and that pain is not going to end unless we get our facts straight here. We need to start thinking with our head and not just our heart and going, oh, that sounds nice. Oh, I bet we're twin flames. And then they open up a YouTube channel and they tell you, hey, everybody, we're twin flames. And now you're all confused. And it's not your problem, guys. It's not your problem. I know these are good people. I know they're just trying to help. But they're not. Their heart is in the right place, but that's not good enough. Now, twin flames is objective, you guys. It's objective. And by the way, before I get into that, let me finish this story with my family members or family friends, right? The ones I told you about a minute ago. And all I had to do was say twin flames, and they were like, oh, that's what we are. And I go, okay, did you have one person running while the other one was chasing, and then the person chasing has all this obsessive thinking, and it's like their whole life is falling apart. I would come home after work and I couldn't even hardly function, okay? Because I was in so much agony. I would just lay on the bed like a vegetable. I didn't even want to watch TV or eat or anything, just nothing, okay? And then I would start bawling and crying and like screaming into my pillow. That went on for hours. And then finally I would fall asleep. The only reason that I would fall asleep, by the way, is because I got so tired from the bawling and the screaming into my pillow. And then I would sleep for like a whole hour. Whoop-de-doo. And then I would wake up again because of the obsessive thinking. It's so fucking weird, dude. The obsessive thinking is so weird. And I would just stare at the damn ceiling for 5 or 6 hours until the alarm went off. And I couldn't stop thinking. I couldn't go back to sleep because you can't stop thinking about this person. And there's this sense of meaninglessness. And some of you, actually many of you, and if you haven't experienced this yet, you will. Like, you start seeing a whole bunch of repeating number patterns everywhere. 1111, 444, 222, 144. All these weird synchronicities start happening. You've got this weird, eerie knowing, this sense that your life is about to change and it has something to do with this person. And you're stalking them on social media, checking their social media 100 times a day. It's the most desperate situation you've ever been in your life. It's, oh my God. Guys, that's nothing like a soulmate relationship. Nothing like it. Nothing at all. Now, I know this is going to sound strange, but this is actually the best thing that's ever happened to you. Okay? Soon enough, the painful stuff goes away. Now, it's not going to go away, or at least it's going to get drug way out for a long time. We're just going to drag it out for as long as we possibly can. If you don't find out what the truth is about this, if you start listening to people on the internet telling you to do all this healing and clearing your karma and sending love energy to your twin flame and doing the mirror exercise and clearing your chakras, which are all fine things to do under normal circumstances. No problem. Those are wonderful things to do, but they do not work with your twin flame, guys. They do not. They make things worse. That's why things aren't getting any better for you right now. You're taking soulmate advice from soulmates who call themselves twin flames. And again, they have the best of intentions, except for, like I said, there's like one particular set of people who don't. But anyway, I'm not going to go there. Here's how you can tell these are not twin flames, guys. Okay. Their focus is the relationship. Their focus is the relationship. And that might sound paradoxical to you. But here's the thing. What does everybody say about twin flames? And I mean everybody. Because see, here's the thing. Everybody seems to have a different idea about what to do about your twin flame, right? There's all these different versions of what you need to do. And it's so damn confusing and you can't make heads or tails. Okay. But out of all of that confusion about what actions for you to take, there's one thing that everybody agrees on, even the twin flame couples. Even the twin flame couples, everybody says this about twin flames. It's the one thing everybody agrees on. It's that twin flames are the same soul, which is not actually actions to take. It's not advice about what to do. It's just what a twin flame is. Everybody says that, and I mean bar none. Everybody says twin flames are one soul in two bodies. You're the same soul vibration somehow, right? Something like that. And that is absolutely true. Okay. Does your soul care one way or the other about outcomes? And you might not realize this, but the answer is no. And there are even people that are going to tell me that I'm incorrect about that, regardless of the fact that what I'm telling you is backed up by thousands of years of the Zen traditions. All of the big name spiritual masters are going to tell you what I just told you. But if you look on YouTube, where anybody can open a YouTube channel and say anything they want to, there's going to be people who are actually going to tell you that the soul can be damaged and that the soul is like it's going to want you to accomplish certain things before you can be saved and all this kind of weird ideology. Guys, the soul is consciousness. So you don't have to agree with me, but I've got the following people to back me up: Buddha, Jesus, Hare Krishna, Krishnamurti, Paramahansa Yogananda, Eckhart Tolle, Rupert Spira, Alan Watts, Charlotte Jocko Beck, Anna Brown, Michael Singer, John Kabat-Zinn, every single Buddhist monk. They're all going to tell you, guys, the soul is non-duality. It's consciousness. It is not thought. It's not a belief system. It's not an ideology. And I'm not saying belief systems and thoughts are bad. I'm not saying religion is bad or any of those things. But the soul is just being. And that's not debated. It's not debated by legitimate spiritual masters, all of whom I just named. The big names. Everybody recognizes all those names that I just told you as, no, those are the guys. Those are the ones that are the ascended masters, right? The super enlightened spiritual teachers, right? They're not going to tell you that the soul has a preference about a relationship with some person or something, okay? Look, if you want the suffering to end on this journey, you have to take your focus off the other person, okay? And I've been saying this for years now, 5 years, guys. I've been doing this, over 5 years on this YouTube channel. I'm going to be at 100,000 subscribers pretty soon. I've personally coached 7,000 twin flames. And this is kind of working, right? Now, the twin flame couples, again, wonderful couple of people. They're sincere, they really want to help, but they're confused. They're calling, you know, if this is a microphone, right? See this on my shirt? It's a microphone, right? I'm going to go ahead and call it an apple. Why? Because I feel like it's an apple. And the first time I ever saw one of these things, I said, oh, it's an apple. That sounds wonderful. Right. That's all they're doing, guys. And I'm not trying to be a jerk. Really, I'm not trying to be rude. But your suffering's not going to end if we don't get this straightened out. Guys, they're so focused on working out a relationship. And I'm telling you, you got to let that person go and go within. And here's the interesting part. When you do that, when you let the person go and align with your soul, which is your twin flame, remember, it's what everybody says. Everybody says it. Everybody says twin flames are the same soul. When you do that, that's when your twin flame does stop running. They do come back. Now, with a soulmate, you can sit down and have a conversation and talk it out and work things out. And sometimes that actually works. A lot of times, actually. And you can love them and they love you back. And the both of you, you like that. You love them, they like that. They love you, you like that. But the harder you seem to focus on your twin flame, the harder they seem to run, huh? Yeah. Interesting. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to get into the mechanics of that in this video, but I'll tell you what, man. Your twin flame is your soul, not your mind. The mind is duality. So duality, yin, yang, right? Plus, minus, right? Like push, pull, right? You're focusing on them so they don't focus on you. And if you want to watch a video about how to make them stop running and why it works that way, I'll put a link down in the description box below for you called What Are Twin Flames? Go check it out. And there's also another video down below where I explain to you the true meaning of the words separation, union, and detaching. Those are states of consciousness, you guys. And when you leave behind separation consciousness, which is an ancient Zen spiritual teaching, your twin flame stops running. This has nothing to do with like working out a romantic relationship or any of that kind of stuff. It's got everything to do with the soul. And again, everybody says twin flames are the same soul. Now, here's an interesting question for you. If we're all in agreement about what a twin flame is, what's the problem? Think about it. Why does everybody seem to have a different idea about what to do about your soul? I mean your twin flame. See what I did there? Why does everybody seem to have a different idea about what to do about it? We all agree on what a twin flame is. Everybody online, even the twin flame couples, right? Even the people that tell you you need to do all this healing and all this kind of stuff, which isn't in and of itself a bad thing, but it's not applicable here. It's not going to help you. And it actually usually makes things worse, okay? And I'll explain why in a second. But there's all these different ideas about what to do. How can that be? We all agree about what a twin flame is. What's the problem? Guys, your twin flame is your soul. Your twin flame is your soul. You are simultaneous incarnations of the same soul, right? Go watch my video called What Are Twin Flames? You are simultaneous incarnations of the same soul. We already know this stuff, guys. We already know about reincarnation. We already know what the soul is. These teachings are as old as dirt. They've been around for so long, guys. You don't need to figure it out. Somebody else already figured out what the soul is and how to align with your soul. You want to get your twin flame to stop running? Here's what you do. Stop focusing on them and remember that you are the focus. So most people might think that what I meant to say was stop focusing on them and focus on yourself. No, you don't focus on yourself either. These are the ancient Zen teachings of non-duality. It's not I focus on myself. That's duality. I, myself. That's a subject-object relationship. That's not it. You remember that you are the very focus. You are consciousness. That's the Zen teaching. You are not your mind. The mind is duality. The mind understands I focus on me, but that's personality, right? That's emotion. And there's nothing wrong with emotion, right? And that's how you can tell that the so-called twin flame couples are not twin flames. They love each other. That's why your twin flame is running. It's eros, so, right? Which is the emotional type of love. But with your twin flame, you need to leave behind the emotional love and instead align with your soul, which is spiritual love. It's called agape, okay? The first step to remembering that you are consciousness, which is the spiritual love, agape, which is your twin flame, that's what makes them stop running, is to remember who you really are. Who you really are is not your mind. The very first chapter of Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now, is called You Are Not Your Mind. That's the core of ancient Zen spiritualism, genuine spiritualism, which is that you are not your mind, you are consciousness. And this teaching is so well known that they put it on a damn bumper sticker, for goodness sake. Look at this. Look at your screen if you're not looking at it. Don't even think about it. Ha ha. Okay, that's fun. It is funny. But this is what I'm saying, guys. Like, this is not debated. I'm not making this stuff up. Okay? You don't have to believe me. Just go look around yourself. What is the true teaching of spiritualism? Zen non-duality spiritualism. What is the soul? What is the self? Go watch some Eckhart Tolle videos. Go watch some Alan Watts. It's Ram Dass. Right? Go read the Bhagavad Gita or something. Right? Real spiritualism. It's not debated what that is. What your soul is, it's not debated. I don't have to prove any of this stuff, right? I'm not here to make anybody wrong, again, but guys, if we don't put our big boy pants on or put our big girl pants on and have an adult conversation about the facts, you're going to keep taking advice from soulmates who think that they're twin flames because twin flames sounds cute and junk. It's real simple, guys. These are wonderful people. I'm very happy for them. They're in love, and that's great. But guys, that's the love of mind. It's eros. Nothing wrong with that. That's just what it is. Spiritual love is called agape, and it's non-dual. It's not mental, it's not emotional, it's spiritual. And it's not directed outward either. And when you're being that, that's when your twin flame stops running. Why? Because they are your soul. You're doing soul stuff instead of mind stuff. Healing, chasing them, right? Sending them love energy, clearing your chakras. That's all mental stuff, guys. And that's fine. But that just doesn't apply here. So there you go. That's the deal with twin flame couples, guys. That's how you can tell, because they're in love. They're soulmates, and that's great. It's a conventional relationship. Oh, and one more thing before I let you go. Guys, twin flames, it's objective. Soulmates is subjective, okay? Your twin flame is you. That's objective. You are you, right? The real you, not the personality, not the thinking. Like you're going, I don't understand. How can my twin flame be me? I don't understand, right? Concept thinking. You can't understand it, okay? It's spiritual energy. You don't need to understand it, and you're not going to. So you are your twin at the very deepest level, and that's objective. They are you. There's nobody else who is you. Okay. Everybody else is just everybody else, and that's subjective. Even if soulmates that have been together for many lifetimes together, at some point, 10 lifetimes ago or something, they chose each other. It's subjective, and that's fine. No problem. But a soulmate could be a family member, a friend, it could be a pet or a lover, and you guys choose each other. It's your soul and it's my soul, and we're mates. And that's wonderful, no problem, but it's subjective. Twin flames, objective. Your twin flame is you. Real simple, guys. Go watch my other videos. Get this all straightened out in your head and shut down your suffering today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.